Okay, traders, gonna have a look at TRON. Got some interesting price action going on. Just a quick word regarding scammers. People are copying my name and my image in Discord. If you join my Discord or if you've already joined it, just understand I won't contact you directly with offers. Anyone contacting you directly with offers is a scammer. You need to report them and then block them. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm going to drop this into TradingView as well. And before we do jump into TradingView with this, have a look at the last video I did on this using our indicators. We have some bullish activity here. All right, so now with this video, what you can do is you can wait for the next buy signal. But let's get into some technical analysis first, because what I really want to see with this is a pullback. In any case, let's just do a top down so you get a bit of an idea of my thought process looking at this chart. Okay, TRON overextended on the daily time frame. Nice bullish price action. What we've got now is this higher low and higher high starting to reach north. So that's promising, but you just got to watch out, because whenever this extends on any time frame, I'm always looking for that pullback. Wherever you look, let's just go down the time frame here. Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes it's not an obvious pullback. In fact, we could go to a 1 hour chart just to get closer to this. Price always moves. Let's just find a bullish scenario. Well, yeah, this is overextended here. And admittedly, we've got a bit of a pullback, but yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of did it down here. I'm always a bit wary when this is trading at a premium, right? So let's just go to the 4 hour chart, and we're going to have a look at this entire price swing. So from the low to the high, this low point, in fact, we can just grab that. All right, so you got a low point here, higher low, okay, higher, just higher high, higher low. Now, looking at that price swing, look what happened here. It rallied higher high, okay, higher low, but we've got a very clear gap and, well, fair value gap, right, a bullish imbalance. So this is a target for this to potentially pull back down. Look, for all I know, this pullback could be it, all right, and it's off to the races, right, or the moon or wherever it's going. But I just don't want to get involved at a premium. My bias is long. And look, if it takes off without me, we could get this. It could travel further north. If it does that, then I'm going to be looking to get long on that pullback. This is a really important point, guys. Look, let me just show you something. Well, you know, I always need to see if it's bullish, higher high, higher low, pullback. And at the moment, this is, yeah, slightly higher high. All right, that kind of passes the, yeah, that's a higher high, right there. Okay. So it kind of passes the criteria in terms of giving us a higher high. But yeah, I'm not entirely convinced, mainly because we've got this range back here, providing buy-side liquidity above this range. So wherever you see price ranging, you'll know that there's a significant amount of, say, buy stops for a start, resting above this level. And see how it hit it and it pulled back? So big money accumulates down here. All right, now this is where these orders from back down here pair with this buy-side liquidity, and then you see it pull back like so. My question is this pullback significant enough into, these sell stops here to push this forward, to continue this up, all right? Now, that's the question. And we've got this fair value gap that's sitting under here that's unresolved, all right? So, you know, I have a rule, and the rule is I'm always going to be looking for the price swing, and I really prefer, I mean, look, it's not a hard and fast rule. Excuse me. I need a bit of sleep. But Yeah, I mean, it's a shallow pullback. So there's two ways I'll approach this. One, it either drops back down into here, in which case then I'm looking for a bullish breakout for a buy, or two, it's got to push up above this and then come back down, and then that would be a buy opportunity. It looks like, I mean, it might want to push up. Who knows, right? I don't want to be buying here. All right, now the opportunity to get long is always going to be, if we go to a 30-minute, let's try that. When it pulls back and then it breaks structure. All right, so there's a pullback. Yeah, let's just call that the break of structure here, right through here, okay? All right, so you've got this channel, kind of, and then that channel gets taken out when it breaks this price action structure, market structure, and then we get this higher high, higher low on this time frame. All right, so this is then a potential buy opportunity when that happens. Right, that's just the standard thing, right, for trend continuation. So what we've got now is this trending up, right, and what I don't see is that. Right? So I'm looking for this pullback. I would like to see it take out whatever liquidity is resting under this range here. That would be ideal for me. This is sell side liquidity sitting under here. All right, I would like to see that, and now that would be a potential buy opportunity. So possible buy, note buy. All right, I really want to see it pull back off this resistance. All right, there's two relative equal highs actually, slightly higher. So you just got to be careful when you see relative equal highs like this. All right, so so the buy opportunity is back down in here where it breaks structure on this BOS. Like, let's just label that. I think this is really important. A lot of people miss this. So that break of structure there's your buy. All right, so if that's the case, then this has already reached. It's done and dusted, right? So that's already reached 3R if you got a stop loss under the low. So there's a 3R gain from that trade. And, you might take partials and you're still in it, so you'll pull your stop loss up. So this is complete now in terms of an opportunity. The next opportunity is either going to be this continues on. Let's just say it does that, okay? And there's going to be either, all right, it either pulls back around here at this high with this double top, and we get a deep pullback, and then hopefully it gives us the okay, we're looking at this rotation out. All right, so we look for the same thing either here, and that's a buy opportunity, or pulls back here and then we get it, right? So we're looking for price to possibly trade back down, okay, and then we see it rotate here. All right, that is a possible. All right, so you've got the same thing going on as this back here, right? So you want that to break structure. Okay, so you got to plan your trade, guys. So that's one point of interest is the pullback wherever it lands. I mean, it could be anywhere, right? But at some stage, and I like the 50 to 61.8 Fibonacci zone. So let's just assume something like that, right? So I would like to see it come back down here and then give us an opportunity as it pulls out of this. All right, if it pulls back. Now, the other thing is it just continues up and then it pulls back. And then we get, actually, I'll just copy that. It's an easy thing to do. I'll just grab that, copy and paste, throw that in there. All right, so that's another possibility that we get something like that. Okay, so we can copy that as well, throw that up there, and buy on a break of structure there. All right, so, I mean, this here is not a buy opportunity, in my opinion. The buy opportunity is on that pullback and where it starts to break structure. All right, so now we wait and we see if it pulls back down in here, or if it continues up and it pulls back here and we get that back into this level. So another way to mark up your chart, and I really like this tool, is the anchored volume profile. We'll just throw it back in there. That's one thing. See how it gives you, all right, so you've got this through here. That's support, and next level of support is through here. Okay, see that? So pay attention to these key levels here. We could take that out, and we could, well, that's resistance, but let's just be more precise with that. Just grab that and get rid of it. Hang on a sec. Remove locked drawing. Oh, okay. This one. Yeah, delete. Oh, okay. Is that locked? All right. Yeah, so if we pull this through, see this value area through here. So that's what this thing is picking up, and anything further back, back in there. All right, so the volume profile is important. Now, the other tool that I really like using is anchored VWAP. Anchored VWAP, and you could just place it down on, look, any of these, that'll do right there. Okay, that's kind of where it took off. Well, okay, it's a little bit delayed there. Let's just throw it on this low here. What do we got? Okay, so just have a look at this VWAP. See how this is kind of heading in this direction? That's VWAP. And this is currently it's moving out one deviation out. So, I mean, look, it could push up into here, but expect, if I just grab that, so we'll just extend that VWAP through there, color it blue. It's a really great tool, guys. What am I doing? Hang on, we just got to color it blue. Yeah, all right. That's VWAP. Just mark it up. Just VWAP, VWAP. All right, so you got this VWAP running through. I'd like to see it hold above that and pull back into it, okay, possibly up here or here. So anyway, look, I don't want to ramble on, but that's what I'm looking at with Tron. And what else? I mean, yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, so look, I'll leave you with that. If you have any comments, that would be awesome. Definitely say something in the comments below. And with that, I hope you have a great day and see you in the next one.